What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is our 2010 Mercedes E350. Finally, the day has come to do a lot of work on it. Come on in here, G. So what we've done so far is taken out all the trim from the trunk. Today we're going to start off with changing the rear struts. So these bolts right here are for the rear struts, left, and over there right. So we have access. It's pretty straightforward. You just start pulling out the pins, and you start from the middle, take out the middle portion first, and then the sides come out. There are a couple electrical connectors. You have your lights here, your trunk lights, and also a 12-volt connector back here. So there's all the material removed. And while we're at it, let's go over to our table here and start off and show you what all we're going to do. So we have front struts, rear struts, top hats for the front. We're going to go ahead and do a coolant system refresh. We're going to put in a new reservoir, new water pump, and replace the upper and lower radiator hose. We're going to do some brakes while we're at it. We've got rotors, pads over here. We're also going to do the front accessory belt with pulleys and also the pulley tensioner. Then we're also going to do something that a lot of people do. These are the camshaft magnets. These tend to leak. There's a seal around it. I got a kit from FCP Euro, replaces all the magnets. We're also going to do oil change. In addition to the oil change, we're going to change the oil cooler gasket. Matter of fact, this probably can be done at the same time as this. You have to remove the oil filter housing, which is connected to the oil cooler. Next, we're also going to do a ignition service. We're going to change all our coils, and we're also going to change our spark plugs. We're going to do air filter as well as a cabin air filter. And then finally, we'll get underneath and we're going to do a transmission flush with a gasket and a new pan filter. So that one's a little tricky because you have to bring the engine up to temperature to measure the oil. And this will probably end up being a several part series. We'll see what we get done today. We're going to start off with the rear struts.
Okay, so let's get into that.
I'm going to start by taking off these wheels. Tires look pretty good.
Let's.
Want to look in here, Chief? So we're going to be replacing these struts right here, and we do have to remove these connections here for this fender liner. So it's pretty straightforward. Just these are 10 millimeters. There's a couple little pop rivets here, one bolt here. So go ahead and remove all that, and we'll be back with you in a minute.
2 hours later.
Guys, we have the fender well cover off, the wheel well cover. Now there's a plastic piece that covers the rear suspension here. It has to be popped off in order to access the bolt for the strut. So this one, let me see, I can get up there. Pops, you just have to hold this and pop it through. Oh, I'm not getting it right. There you go. That's one. It's probably easier to squeeze this thing and then have another screwdriver pushing it through, but looks like we got it. And there's two more like that on the other side here. I'm gonna pop through. All right, there she goes. All right, guys, we're gonna get this bolt off the bottom of this strut. The one side of this is an E16, other side is a 16 millimeter. I'm gonna grab the other side of it. This in here for a second here. Actually, we could just pop it out. Okay, so this is what you're dealing with here. So let's go up top now and get the top tube right. We have the nuts over here to get off. Okay. Now follow me around here, dude. So, let's see, this thing is pretty worn out. I think it's going to be easy to take out. It doesn't have too much resistance. Let's see. Yeah. It still has a little bit. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised it has resistance. Wow. Thought it was totally. All right, guys, so you give this a little pry down here. Should come out. Gonna work it a little down like this. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's take a look at this. So this car is a 2010 with 120,000 miles, and I'm surprised that these struts still have. Looks like they still have some life in them, but you know, they usually recommend changing these at 100,000, so I'm sure the new ones are a little stiffer. So let me grab one of these. Let's see what we get in this box here. Oh, nice, new bump stop. Okay, that's perfect. So, oh yeah, these are actually good to go. Oh, wait a minute. This one says 10, this one says 8. That's not good. That is not good. I think we got the wrong ones. Shoot.
2,000 years later.
All right, guys, actually, these are the same. If we look at our part numbers, 204-326-0598, 304-326-0598. Okay, cool. I'm not sure what these stampings are right here. Maybe it's when it's made, something to do with the code that it's made. But yeah, these are the right ones. Everything matches up. So, next step, to put on. So if you take a look in there, there's a spot you can put in a key and then use a wrench around that to tighten this up to torque. So let's get this started. Okay, it's an Allen wrench. Let me find an Allen. All right, so this is the top of the strut here, shock. So this is a 5mm Allen key. So this is a pass-through wrench, and this is a 17 mil. So what we do is we put that down like that, put that middle one down. Oh, let me see if I have it. Okay, here we go. So I'm obviously not going to get a torque wrench on this, but I'm just going to go as tight as I can. Should be good. All right. So we should be ready to throw this back on here. Let's see how we go. I think we want to start out down there. Maybe we can actually press down a little bit. Oh yeah, this one's a lot stiffer. It's a lot harder to press down. Oh man, it's a lot harder. Let's see if I can get pry bar in there. All right, this is a new strut, and it's actually a lot stiffer, a lot harder to get down. So, just pry bar. Let's see if I can get it in there. There we go. Let's get our bolt. See if we can get our bolt to go through. Okay, I think we're good. And next, we gotta put in the bolts up top. Come up top. Follow me here. Looks good.